hundreds of years of enslavement in Haiti is the same framework that's being used to continue the oppression, the occupation, and the land left of Palestine. So we understand those histories, right? As a scholar activist, I can tell you, and those of us, a lot of us know this is textbook, y'all. It's textbook, right? You dehumanize the population, you murder the population, you make them suffer to a point of submission, right? To kill their resistance, right? To kill their popular collective resistance, right? Against imperialism and occupation and land theft. We understand that, right? We know that the situation in Gaza today is unique because it's today, right? But we also know that we are on the legacy of hundreds of years of occupation and settler colonialism in different parts of the world. And most importantly, we are on the shoulders and in the legacy of people who resisted that, right? And learning about that, right? And what resistance looks like, what the ending of settler colonialism looks like, right? And then I'm thinking, coming to you as an organizer in the US, as a community activist in the US, right? I think it's important for us to capture this unique moment, because I do believe every moment of social unrest, every moment of learning is a unique moment, right, of its time. And I want us to think about the ways in which this moment, right, helps us understand the highest form of racial capitalism, imperialism, right? And how we unpack that and how we understand that, right? I have a lot of conversations with my own students, my own mentors, my colleagues around, how do we utilize this moment to move forward, right? And I'm always reminded, right, that the Occupy movement, even with its limitations, right, taught us what class meant, right? Taught us that capitalism is man-made, A, white man-made, A. Two, that it is not a healthy way to function, right? And that it is changeable, right? This is all changeable. And we took that moment and we learned from that moment, right? And we built off of that moment. Then comes along the resilient movement of the Black Lives Matter, right? And in the US, that taught us about anti-Blackness. That taught us about racism. That taught us about mass incarceration. That taught us about police funding, right, in the carceral state, right? And we took that moment and we learned from that moment and we experimented from that moment, right? Today we're in a moment where we're learning about imperialism, right? And we will be losing if we don't make those connections together, right? If we don't continue building those connections together, understanding how all of these are interlinked, understanding how, again, imperialism is the highest form of racial capitalism.